Hello, I am Heather, aka Planner Mumsy. Join me for a quick update on my Sterling Ink Common Planner. Okay, y'all, I thought I would just come on here and do a quick update on my Sterling Ink Common Planner, how things are going. I did a quick video, well, it probably wasn't quick, but I did a video anyway, of my processing and how things are going for 2023. And I thought I would just do a little more in-depth of my main planner, which this year is the Sterling Ink Common Planner. This is in B6 size, and as you know, if you follow my channel, a B6 bound book is my happy place. I have tried so many other different planners, planner sizes, from pocket to A6 to A5. I even tried standard. I mean, I've pretty much tried them all. I don't think there's a size really I haven't. B6 is where I settled. I have talked about it before, why I enjoy the B6 size so much. And basically for me, the biggest reason is I am the kind of person, I do like to do a lot of writing, and ringed planners, I do find the rings kind of get in the way of my writing, and it's just not, and I know I could take the paper out, but for me, the flow of the experience when I'm writing and when I'm doing my planning is super important. This particular cover that I have the Common Planner in right now is a Moterm. This is in the color Plum. This is from their Veg Tan line. I love purple. Purple is my jam. It's my absolute favorite color. I really do enjoy a nice deep plum. It's just, to me, such a classy color, and as soon as they released this purple, I jumped on it. Now, this one already is getting some variation from me. This particular line was, when it was being stored up on my shelf, the other covers kind of, like, I have some A6s, and I think an A6 was kind of rubbing into it a little bit and put that little line across, but I don't really care. These particular covers are only, like, I don't know, they're less than $80 for the cover, which $80 isn't like, that's not like a little bit amount of money. I mean, it is still pricey, but when you compare these to a Gillio, a Vanderspec, or even an Eternal Leather Goods, or I could list off many other types of companies, Moterm definitely puts out some pretty good quality for the price. I really do love Moterm. Not a huge fan of their basic pebble leathers, but definitely when it comes to their Veg Tan, I'm all about it. Now, let's get into it. I'm going to do a process video soon on my plan for my setups, basically for my goal planning. I've talked about it before. I'm not a huge goal planner, and I really reflected on this for a while because I was trying to figure out, okay, let's think about this. You know, why am I not a goal planner? Why do I feel so, like, I don't want to say against it. That sounds silly because, I mean, like, why would you be against goal planning? But I definitely have had, like, an aversion to it. Like, I definitely want to stay away from it, because what I have found is when I was doing goal planning and I was not meeting those goals, it was depressing. And so I really struggled with that. But I really have been reflecting on it a lot lately. And really what I've come to is looking back on a lot of my past goals. They weren't very realistic, and it shouldn't be an issue to have some unrealistic goals. I mean, dream as big as you want. And if you want to make it happen, then if you work at it really hard, you can. But I think for me, my goal planning really does need to be a little more achievable and a little more realistic, just so that I don't hit that depressive stage of thinking, I can never get my goals accomplished. So definitely for me, that is something I had to think about and reprocess. But that will be its own separate video because I've already yacked about it long enough. Okay. My monthlies are working just fine. I actually need to figure out, I don't think I literally have had no appointments for January. I have some stuff coming up in February, but not a ton. So I definitely am doing fine with my monthlies. My dailies, on the other hand, have been a hot mess. And why is that? Well, I should say my weekly overview, not really my daily. The biggest reason why this has sort of been a mess for me is because I set this up ahead of time. And maybe I just didn't put the amount of thought into it that I should have, and I just don't like it. And so the first week I was making all these adjustments, and then because I was making some of these adjustments, I almost felt like I didn't even want to use it because I just was frustrated with myself. The very next week, this again was already pre-planned. This is the week that we're in right now, but you guys are going to see this video in a couple weeks probably, but this is the week that we are in currently. And I will say this is not working for me either, because what I had done was I made these daily columns. I don't really do time tracking anymore unless I really have to, but for the most part, I don't do it. That's another whole story in and of itself, but I made the decision, I was just going to make this to-do list, and that's not really the issue. The issue is the way I did it. It just doesn't work. So moving on to the very next week, which is next week, I think this one will work a little bit better for me, but I really shouldn't have put down any stickers. And that is essentially going to be my plan for my weeklies coming up, is definitely not to use these big stickers, because I need every bit of writing space that I have for my weekly. And unfortunately, I already put these down, so it is what it is. I had to take one sticker off here in order to fit my tracker stamp. I do like the stamp, and actually I have no place for it here, because if I put it here, as big as that is, then I'm literally only going to have this amount of space to write for the week, and that is not enough. For sure not enough. You can see this is how big my tracker sticker is. And I got this one off of Amazon. I can link the pack that I got this from down below, but it has a lot of really cool stamps that I wanted to be able to use for this year. And this is a pretty big tracker stamp. As you can see, right now I think I'm only tracking 4 things, but I am probably going to track a couple more. Once I put down all the stickers and I have this big stamp, I don't have the space. I'm definitely not going to use that coming up once I get my Sterling ink kit this week for February. I don't really even need the kit to start my weeklies now, because I've made that decision to plan out my weekly first, then I can go back and add stickers to what's left. That's essentially where my brain is now. I'm pretty sure that maybe the left side. Yeah. So I think that this is going to be more of where I land in my comfortable zone as far as having the space that I need. I don't think I need this much space for my appointments, so I'm probably going to bring this up 1 or 2 boxes just to give those couple of boxes for the bottom more. That is the plan right now. I'm thinking that this is the spread that my brain is going to be most happy with. And I think having my to-dos on the left side and then writing my thoughts on the right side might work better. But I may flip-flop between left and right because it's kind of neat just to look at it to see, oh, I started like this week I did the left side and then this week I did the right side. I may continue to do that. Not really sure, but for right now, that's my plan. I may actually try and take the sticker up and put it in the daily. I don't know if I'll be able to. Okay, so I went off camera so that I can actually pull that sticker off. And this is another reason why I do really enjoy Catherine's sub kits. Her sticker came off like a dream and didn't end up ripping any part of that. Now I will be able to use this on the bottom and I'll have a fair amount of space to be able to write the stuff that I need. Definitely going to make sure that I keep the big stickers for the back. I was able to relocate it to a blank daily. So that works out good. I'll just keep it there and I'll probably just reserve the big stickers for all my daily pages. My daily pages right now, for the most part, are just kind of like brain dumps, I guess. Information that I need to remember to help me process things that I need to put on my to-do list. And I will show y'all, and I showed this in the other video as well. This particular one, I was able to get 2 entries on 1 page, so 2 days on 1 page, and all this is me processing out things that I want to remember. Basically, that's how my brain works, and this is my type of brain dump, and sometimes it's a whole page for the day, and sometimes it's just a little bit. That is essentially what I'm doing with my dailies. So I think I'll be good. I am going to keep the last 5 pages, I believe. I think I decided on doing 10. I can't remember. The last 10. I'm going to say the last 10. I'll start at like 360. The last 10 pages are going to be for a few different things. I'm going to have a couple, like 2 sets of 2 pages. So these pages here, I'm going to use for the year for jotting down my fountain pen inks, what I'm using, the day that I inked it up. This is just going to help me keep track of how long I'm keeping ink in certain pens and like how quickly I'm using that. And the fact that like when I do a currently inked video, if I don't have a quick, easy reference of the pen and the ink that's in it, I do have a lot of people that message me asking me those questions, and I feel like a buffoon if I can't answer them. I definitely want to start tracking that better. This way I can have that information for anybody when they're messaging me asking. that is my plan for my back pages. Because I'm using the Habino A6, which is a day on 2 pages, I am not requiring as much writing space in the back because I'm using that A6 to process out more daily type things. So this one is more like a brain dump to help me remember a few things and to help me figure out my to-do list in my weekly. That is where I'm going with that. In the very back, I have some stickies that I use frequently, and then I just have an adhesive sticky pocket with a weekly plan. This is mostly for like food tracking. I use this one for if I make that decision to do it in here instead of my mulberry, then I just basically use that sticker and I just kind of put it in the week and we're good to go. That is where my brain is at so far with my common planner. We are going to do a video together going through goal planning, what I'm deciding for goal planning, and we're literally gonna just jot it down together. I think I'm gonna put it in pencil this way. If I feel like I mess it up, it's easy to erase. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below, like and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye!